I like that word, anticipating. So rude. Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another Weird Wednesday video. Today I thought I would talk about some of the upcoming horror movies that we'll be seeing this summer in particular. So before anybody freaks out at the end of this video and starts typing in all of the movies I missed for the rest of the year, I'm just gonna talk about this summer. So I'm stopping in August, guys. So if I did miss a movie for summer, you're more than welcome to yell at me in the comments. I've done similar videos before, like upcoming horror movies for the year. I did one at the beginning of the year for just like, you know, anticipated horror movies of 2016. But when I do those, like even at the beginning of the year, like some movies have not been announced officially, or there's no info on them. There's like when I look this up, sometimes there's just a title and maybe a director or something like that, or a writer, but there's no information on it. So I tend to not include those because they're not as like fleshed out and I don't have any info on them, obviously, so I can't really talk about if I'm excited about it or not if I have no idea what it's about. So yeah, I kind of want to find in my, oh, there it is, how many of these I just talked about the beginning of the year. Oh, this is kind of perfect. It looks like I actually just talked about the beginning of the year. And some of these we've seen. We've seen already. I mean, I've reviewed them, or they've already come out. So, and some of them are still a little bit far off. I have like 31 on here, which we still don't even have an official date for. So that one's not included in my list right now because I want to see that one really bad, but nobody knows when it's coming out yet. And Cell, which I think isn't until later in the year though. Yeah. But I mostly covered like the beginning of 2016, so this is kind of perfect. So we're gonna tackle the middle of 2016. And then I suppose in October I'll do another one for the rest of the year. Great, okay. This summer, the most anticipated horror movies, and by most anticipated, I mean like what the internet is most anticipating. Next weekend, actually, no, as you're watching this, it's gonna be already released. No. Yes. No? On Friday the 13th, which is either next weekend or the weekend that just passed, I don't know yet, we have The Darkness, which I was trying to keep my notes kind of short because I didn't know how many movies I was going to be talking about here. I don't know if you can see that. My notes are kind of funny, I think. I find them funny. So I just kind of wrote clues to myself on what this movie was about, and I wrote Grand Canyon and Kevin Bacon. That's all we need to know about The Darkness. It has to do with the Grand Canyon and Kevin Bacon. No, I actually have seen a couple of trailers for this. Not the movie theater, like seen the big standee for a couple of weeks now, a couple of months now actually. And it's about, I think, like two boys who go on a trip. It must be to the Grand Canyon now. I just knew it had to do with like caverns, and something follows them back, or they bring something back, probably find something creepy that they're not supposed to be touching, and they probably, I'm sure it's the littlest kid, of course, it's always the little shits that do something bad. Probably take something, steal something without anybody else knowing, and then it brings on this demon or this darkness. All I know is that Kevin Bacon is in it, and it's been a while since I've seen a horror movie with Kevin Bacon in it, so pretty stoked. Then on June 10th, we have Conjuring 2, the Enfield Poltergeist, which is a continuation of The Conjuring, still following Ed and Lorraine Warren in their Demonologist's Travels, which I actually bought that book, The Demonologist, because it looks really creepy. And her name, Vera Farmiga, however you say her last name, has said that she used that as like research when she was going to film The Conjuring, and it scared the crap out of her. So that's all I need to know. So I'm gonna see if I can try and fit that book in and read that sucker. I can't reach it right now. I keep looking down here. You guys have no idea what I'm looking at. A book. I'm gonna try and read that sucker before this movie comes out, so I can sit there and just be like, that didn't happen in real life, and be that annoying person. It looks all right. It looks all right. I think what we're building up to is gonna be like Amityville. In case you guys don't know, in real life, Ed and Lorraine Warren actually investigated the Amityville house when this whole thing went down, like originally went down. And then of course on July 1st, if you guys don't know about this movie coming out yet, like how can you not? Because I literally see a trailer for this on TV and at the movie. It's just like everywhere. The Purge 3 election year, which again, hopefully is the last one, and hopefully they don't drag this out for too long, because I do like the Purge movies. I feel like each movie kind of has a lot of flaws in it, but the idea of it is always really cool to me. And of course, this year's Purge movie is very apropos, as it is actually an election year. So I hope it's good, and I hope it really kind of feeds on the emotions that we're feeling as a society about this election, and I hope it translates some way into this movie. I feel like that's really gonna elevate it for me, and it could be a really good movie, guys. It could be really good. So hopefully it is. And I know the whole deal with this movie is that it's surrounding a senator who is up for election, and her whole campaign is based on ending the purge if she gets elected. So could this lead to like a happy-ish ending where she survives and then goes on to end the purge, and thus ending the Purge movies? Who knows? That would be a good ending for me. And then later that month, July 22nd, we have Lights Out, which is a new movie we're getting from James Wan, which again, also being bombarded with trailers for this, but it does look really, really good. It's based on a short film by the same exact title, if I'm not mistaken. It's Lights Out. Which is terrifying. I think, again, if I'm not mistaken, that short film is under 3 minutes long. I think it like clocks in at like 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And it uses every second of that 3 minutes to terrify the crap out of people. Like, if you are at all scared of the dark / living alone, I think that short film will actually terrify you. It's amazing what some people can do in 3 minutes or less, but it is really scary. So hopefully the rest of the movie lives up to it. I will leave a link to the short film down below if you want to watch it. So scary, guys, really scary. And it's less than 3 minutes. Just go watch it right now. Just like pause this, go watch it right now, and then come back. And then lastly, ending the summer, August 26th, is Don't Breathe, which doesn't have a trailer yet that I have found, but it does look interesting and seems very like coincidental, as we've just had a horror movie, Hush, which is, you know, our protagonist is deaf and mute, where Don't Breathe is, at least from the like 2-sentence synopsis of this movie, is a group of teenagers or a group of kids break into this man's house. They think it's because they think it's going to be an easy heist because he's blind, and then they find out they are terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. So it does already seem interesting. Like, we already don't know who the protagonist is gonna be. Is it gonna be the old blind man? Is it gonna be the group of kids? That's cool. And it's like more like sensory horror. So I feel like it's gonna bring a new element to the movie because this guy can't see. So what's gonna happen? Obviously, I think they've already hinted that his hearing is just out of this world because the movie's title, Don't Breathe. So obviously you can hear them breathing. That sounds pretty cool. I can't wait for a trailer to drop for that. I think that's gonna be cool. But yeah, so that's what we have to look forward to for the summer. Let me know what movies, horror movies, you're most excited for this summer. And yeah, I'll leave links to trailers and shit in the description box if you wanna view them with your eyeballs. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of my face and hear more of my voice. And thank you if you were subscribed already. Until next time, stay strange. Bye.